Roe v. Wade gone, voting rights gutted, the EPA stripped, union power kneecapped, presidential immunity granted, one unelected man, 30 years, no vote from you. And he's not done. He's still weaving his web. A PAC backed by Leonard Leo spent $269,000 to elect a judge to the West Virginia Intermediate Court of Appeals. When investigators started closing in on his Concord Fund, one of his primary dark money vehicles, he dissolved it and immediately recreated it under new names, including the Judicial Crisis Network and the Honest Election Project. Same money, different names. The machine never stops. And the Teneo Network, his private talent pipeline, continues placing his people inside Hollywood, Silicon Valley, Wall Street, and newsrooms. J.D. Vance, Josh Hawley, Elise Stefanik, they're already everywhere. And he's still recruiting. His billion-dollar media operation is already running. In Maine, his network has been funding a local news site targeting the state's Somali immigrant community with what investigators describe as overstated claims of fraud. That's not journalism. That's a weapon. In his own backyard, Maine voters passed a law capping super PAC contributions. Leo's network immediately funded a lawsuit to kill it. A federal judge blocked the law. Democracy overruled by dark money in the state where Leonard Leo lives. He does all of this from a $3.3 million 11-bedroom mansion in Northeast Harbor, Maine, on the same island where the Rockefellers and Vanderbilts once summered. He paid off its entire 20-year mortgage within a year on a nonprofit salary. The IRS calls that private inurement. It's illegal, and they're investigating. He bought a Catholic church down the road, and when a 24-year-old protester called him a fascist from a car window, he called the police. The arrest was dropped. Leo paid $62,500 to settle the First Amendment lawsuit. One of his neighbors put it perfectly. He comes to a small, quiet community and does this evil, far-reaching work that is going to affect millions of people. But he wants to just live this anonymous, quiet life. Not anymore. No elected office, no Senate confirmation, no accountability to any of us, but more power over our daily lives than almost anyone in Washington. He controls what laws get made. He shapes what we're allowed to hear. He decides who sits on the courts that rule our lives. And he's done all of this from the shadows, counting on us never finding out. That's why I made this series. Not just to make you angry, though you should be, but to make sure you know his name, because you can't fight what you can't see. Keep your eyes on Leonard Leo. Say his name. Share every part of this series. Because no one who has worked this hard to take away our voice deserves to keep his anonymity. Now you know who he is. Make sure everyone else does too.